Hello guys, and welcome back to your girl's channel. So today, as you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to be doing an updated everyday makeup routine. But first, I just want to say thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Currently, as I'm filming this video, I'm at 10.4k. I don't know how much I'll be at later, but thank you so much for constantly supporting me, constantly subscribing to me. I know I'm a shitty ass YouTuber and I don't upload as often as I should, but once I get my schedule all situated and whatnot, we're gonna start with the consistency. So for this video, if you want to see how I achieve my everyday makeup look, please keep on watching. So first things first, I always start with my brows, and as of lately I've been loving the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is in the color 6. I adore this brow pencil. I remember I used it once, didn't like it at all, was so ready to return it, but I gave it a second chance. And I don't know, I don't know what happened the second time, but I love it. So I use this to fill in my brows almost every day now. If I don't use this, I'm either using my ColourPop brow pencil or my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. But once you start using a pencil, pomade seems like so much work. So usually I like to prime before I style my eyebrows, but in this video I forgot. So for primer, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild face primer, the mattifying face primer. I love this primer so much because first, it's not as drying as most mattifying primers, and two, I don't know, I just like the consistency. It doesn't dry tacky, it just dries down completely. And then it does keep my oils down to a minimum, but I still get oily throughout the day. But it's not as much oil as I would produce if I wasn't wearing a mattifying primer, if that makes sense. So moving on, we've got our brows on, we've got our face primer on, and then I do always clean up my brows underneath with a concealer that I am going to be using on my face, but I'm going to mention that later. So I did my brows, cleaned them up, did my face primer. Now we're moving on to foundation, and listen, my favorite foundation from now until like forever probably is the NARS Radiant Creamy Foundation. I'm in the color Marquises, and listen, this foundation looks like skin. It literally just melts into your face. When I first got this foundation, I used to apply with a beauty blender, but then I found that if I rub it into my face with my hands, I can't even talk. It literally looks like a second layer of skin. It just makes everything so nice and smooth. Listen, like, I have nothing but good things to say about this foundation. This foundation, from the first time I used it, I fell in love. Anyways, that's the foundation I'm using. NARS Radiant Creamy, and I rub it in with my hands, and then I go in, once I've blended everything in with my fingers, I just go in with the beauty blender just to get off any excess foundation and just to melt it into the skin a little bit further. So once we've got our foundation on, we're moving on to concealer. I use 2 concealers, and I'm not trying here nobody tell me how much makeup I'm putting on my face, because I know how much makeup I'm putting on my face. So if you just want to leave your comments to yourself, because I am quickly going to tell you about yourself, okay? So don't tell me how much makeup I'm using, because I know how much makeup I'm using, okay? This is my face. Did you not click on this video, and was it not titled My Everyday Makeup Routine, not Your Everyday Makeup Routine? So anyway, so for concealer, I first go in with my Revolution Conceal and Define, and then I just put this in all the places that I'm going to highlight. So underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. So I go ahead and place that on, and Jackie Arna, sis, thank you for this tip, I let my concealer get tacky a bit. So I go ahead and apply my contour, and I love to cream contour because I haven't found a powder that just gives me, you know, some nice chiseled cheeks without the cream contour underneath. So for cream contour, I just use my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit in Deep, and I use these last 2 shades right here. So I go ahead, put that on my face, and then I go ahead and blend it out. So I put the contour on my cheeks, forehead, and on my chin. I mean, not my chin, my jaw. I go ahead and blend in my contour, and by the time I'm done blending out my contour, this concealer it does dry fairly quickly. So to get it to blend all nice and seamlessly, I go on top of it with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the color 30 Cafe. I go on top of that to where I've already applied the Revolution concealer, and once I've applied the Fit Me concealer everywhere else, I just go ahead and blend. Once I'm done blending out my concealer and stuff, I go in and set my face. I use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and this is not the medium deep one. This is just a regular translucent powder. I go in with a different beauty blender. I don't like to mix my liquid beauty blender with my powder, like my powder beauty blender, because I find that it gets, I don't know, it's not as smooth. Maybe it's just in my head, but I just like to use two separate beauty blenders for my liquids and my powders. So I go ahead and set my under eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead, and I also make sure to set underneath my nose and my smile lines. And then I also make sure to clean up my contour just a little bit with the powder. So I don't like to bake, I don't like to bake my under eye. So I go ahead and blend that powder into the skin, and then while I'm grabbing my powder brush and powder foundation, that's technically how long I would bake for. So however long it takes me to gather up my baking powder, my powder foundation and my powder brush, that's usually how long it will take me to bake. So for my powder foundation, I've been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-Hour Powder Foundation. I'm in the color 800 Cocoa. So I go ahead and use this on a big powder brush, and I set wherever else that I haven't set with my setting powder. So usually it's just the areas that I've contoured. So I go over those areas, and once I have set those areas in place, I just go ahead and dust off all the excess powder using that same brush, not adding any more product, just going in and setting the rest of my face. Once I set my face with my all over face powder, I go in with a contour powder, and I've been using the Morphe Brontour. It looks like this. And I use this color right here, and then I just go over the parts that I contoured. Once I'm done with that, I just go ahead and do all the other regular schmangler stuff. I go ahead and put on my highlighter, which for this video, I just used my Triple OG Betty Luminizer. This is by the Bomb Cosmetics. I just went ahead and applied this using my M501 brush from Morphe. Yeah, I just used my M501 highlighter brush with my Betty Luminizer, and that is my highlight. I'm going to list all the brushes that I used down in the description box, along with all the name of the products and all that good stuff down in the description box. And I'm talking a little bit too fast and you can't catch my drift. So I put on my highlighter, then I go on and put on my lashes. My favorite lashes at the moment are by the IG company called Official SBY. I'll leave their link to their Instagram down in the description box, but I'll leave the link to this specific eyelash down in the description box as well. This is in the style Eye Candy, and this is what I have on. And listen, these lashes are so pretty, and I got them for, how much were they? I think they were less than $10. I know that for sure. I think they were $8.99, $5.99, something like that. They were super cheap, plus they had free shipping, so it's got a good deal. And I've been rocking all their stuff. I literally have every single one of their styles, so you can't check me, sis. Okay. Once I put on my lashes, I go ahead and put on my mascara, obviously. And then I go ahead, while my eyelash glue is drying, I go ahead and fix my eyebrows, because I have a tendency to go over them with my powder brush. So I just do a quick little, 1, 2 touch up, 1, 2, 3, ba-boom, pang. It's done. And then once I put on my lashes, I just go in and add highlight to all the other places. So my nose, the top of my nose, the bridge of my nose, underneath my eyes, my inner corners, and my upper lip. Once that's all done, I go ahead and do my lip combination. So this lip liner I got off of Amazon. It was a pack of 20. I'll leave it down in the description box below. But this is the Italia Deluxe 1034 Hot Cocoa Lip Liner. Just any brown lip liner. I ran out of my ColourPop one, so I've just been using that lately. So I just go over the entirety of my lips with the brown lip liner, just for a little bit of definition, you know, not too much. I'm trying to do a semi-ombre effect, but not too much. I go over on top of that with my Ofra long lasting liquid lipstick in Verona. So I go ahead and put that in the center of my lips just to add a little bit of dimension, not too much. But I'm a brown lip girl, so I like my lips to be all brown. Then once I'm done with that, I just go ahead and set my face. Today I did use 2 setting sprays. I used my NYX matte finishing spray, and then I used my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I think that's about it for my makeup routine as of late. That's literally all I've been doing for my everyday makeup. I don't like doing eyeshadow because I don't have the time. I really don't have the time. And if I were to do an eyeshadow, it's literally one color all over my lid and my crease. So this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to give your girl a big thumbs up. Leave any questions, comments, or concerns down in the comment section below. And for love of makeup and all things girly, please subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys. Okay, time to go shower.